Hey everyone, it's me. I'm coming on strong. Hope you're feeling blessed no matter where you are. So, regardless if you're a day one or a day now, especially to my day ones, you know that I always have come on to profess certain prophetics. And I'm going to be putting these two videos here. I'll also put the link in the description. And, sometimes we don't know why we are given the things we're given. And this is one of those times where I feel like I have to be as upfront. This will be my third time talking about this, but this message has to come through. So about a year and a half ago, I was giving many revelations by Mother, Father, God. And you can go through my past videos where I had different cataclysms, things that were to come to pass. And suffice it to say, everything that Mother, Father, God showed me, told me about from 2 years onward has come to pass. The last of those being about the Hollywood shakedown and also of the retail breakdown that was to come, especially when it came to the high-end retail. And there are still rumblings within the United States that will shake that down. Some of the other notice things that I actually went back in time to see so I could find the videos for this. I was alarmed when I re-saw all of the revelations. Like one of them was about the Middle East going through famine. And that's actually kind of what's happening now, and how things were going to shake up in the Middle East. I had that in there. I had things that were to happen to Japan. I had that in there. I had the blood rivers. I had that in there. Prophecy does come to pass. So when it came to California, I have said this a couple times now, and I believe when I received it was in the winter of 2023 going into 2024. Yeah, it was the winter going into 2024. So there was a summer to come hit. And then that summer, it didn't occur. I did call the two friends I had that were in California, and I warned them about this. And luckily, by the grace of God, they both are moved now. One's back in Texas and the other one's back in Michigan. So everything has a timing and a reason, I suppose. But based on everything I've seen in this last week, and if you too feel like something weird is going to take place in about 2 weeks' time, it's because you're feeling empathically this rumbling that is going to take place for the West Coast. It will be all along the West Coast, but it will be majorly horrifyingly cataclysmic within the state of California, leading downward towards Mexico, the Pacific side, like Los Cabos, etc. So I have to say this again. If you live in California, please, I implore you, for the month of August, get out of there. All I know is that the waters are going to get extremely warm. This is extremely hot. That's what's going to set this off. But it's actually like not just a tsunami. It's going to be a major earthquake. So much so that the land is going to crack and a piece of it may shift off. And another thing that I noticed, and I just have hindsight about right now, after being in dream state most of this last year, if you're somebody on the same timeline as me, you'll notice that if you've been in dream state, and what I mean, and this is not for everybody, but if you're somebody who does missions in dream state, meaning that you go between 3-4D to do cleanup work or to help others in a missionary style. I have been stationed in 3 different locations within the United States usually, and one is Colorado, one is California, and one is New Mexico. And usually what I've always noticed when I'm in California is that when I see the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, it's broken. Okay, it means that like the earth that it's implanted on one side, it's not connected on the other side. So that should have been a clue to me that this was to come, because I feel like what we're seeing in the dream state is the future aftermath of what takes place here in the 3D. So I'm going to say this one last time. California, please move out of California. It's not going to be pretty all along the West Coast, but specifically there. I can only implore those. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is all wrong. And who knows, by the end of August, I will... That's all I can do is just put out what I've seen. I've said this a couple times, and I have to be true to myself, knowing what I've seen in these last weeks, that I feel like this is the time to share this message once again. I love you guys all lots. If you see this and you think that you feel this too, please like, please share, please send it out. Talk to your friends that live there, your family members, etc. Or if you know anyone who lives there, please just tell them to go on a long vacation. Tell them if they've been wanting to go to Europe this year or whatnot, just get out of there. That's the last message I'm going to probably be able to share with this. So have a good night. I'm sorry that I came to see this, but this had to be said. Bye for now.